Okay, welcome back everybody. And if this is your first video with us tonight, please make sure you go ahead and take a look at a whole bunch of the other videos that we've been putting out there in advance of this video so you can kind of see what led up to where we're at now. With that being said, let's go ahead and cover some of those key details and get us up to speed. So the long story short is that I've been very concerned for a while, as you know, about these key levels that I had written out, drawn out here for you on the SPY. I also, as we were pushing up over here, normally I would be very excited about a breakout, but I warned you at the same time we were making a higher high on the SPY, we were making a lower high on the Dow, and that was a real problem to say the least. So what happened here was that my concern was, with the negative divergence in place, where we were making higher highs in price in general on the SPY right here against down here, some of the key technical tools. Between that and the Dow not coming around, I was very concerned. But then when we got down to here, as I've been saying to you since February, the beginning of February, so for several months, if we don't have a two-bar close below on the SPY, below this channel, then my thoughts are I'm still focusing on bull side only trades. We've been very clear on that for month after month after month. So even here, when then we got down and I said, okay, well, look, hey, we got a two-bar close below the Dow, but we do not have a two-bar close below on the SPY. Okay, so we keep kind of hitting this area and surviving and surviving. So we're kind of looking for the Dow and the SPY to make it down below the channel here. That has not happened as of yet. So until that happens, I'm really almost exclusively focusing on long side trades. On an intraday basis, from a futures perspective, I would certainly look at long or short side trades on a futures basis. From a options perspective, and equity perspective, be looking for long side trades. And of course, we show you all the time how to go ahead and find those. Before I show you a little bit more about that, again, though, just a reminder here. The Dow is below the channel. The Dow is not a good place, but the S&P hasn't sunk with it yet. So until such times that sinks with it, I'm still focusing on trying to find the hottest trades based on the time frames that I'm interested in. That's what, from people's perspective, they should be looking for. And so in the last video I did with you here, I went ahead and focused on cyber, as you recall. So cyber is interesting for a couple of different reasons. Number one, from an ITP perspective, it started going ahead and checking off a lot of boxes here, started getting throttling in there, and then it pulled. And of course, if you have throttling, once it pulls back, we expect a higher high. And if you make a higher high with fresh throttling, then after a pullback, we're expecting at least one more higher high, right? So that's one of the reasons we went ahead and talked about it. Another reason is you'll notice here that we had a lot of reverse inventory retracement bars. That's these ones here. And then we're looking for longs, 1 tick, 1 cent, 1 pip above the high of those. And then, of course, classic IRBs breaking out 1 tick, 1 cent, 1 pip above the high of those as well. So we had a whole bunch of things going in place. And, we had some additional continuation from beyond that. And then what we've talked about, too, if any of your favorites are stalling out, always go ahead and come on over to like the WSI scanner inside of wealth charts here. Find some of the ones are the current most exciting and hottest, and then look for opportunities there. And you'll see here, same kind of thing. FDN has been firing off here in this is an ETF here, and so it's been going ahead and firing off. And what you'll notice is that we have everything from stochastic spikes to half spikes. We have throttling here, and as importantly, we have IRBs and reverse IRBs. So this is a doji star, which means it's actually an IRB and a reverse IRB. Kind of interesting. Here's a classic IRB here. Remember, we're looking for, and this is a classic IRB. So as you recall, we're looking to find long side trading opportunities, 1 tick, 1 cent, 1 pip above the high of those. Then this is right here. This is a classic IRB, and there we're looking to go long, 1 tick, 1 cent, 1 pip above the high of those. So for options, and when I say long options, I'm referring directionally long. Now, in the case like this, we'd be looking to go ahead and sell puts, for instance, rather than. And by the way, that I'm not giving anybody here individual advice. I'm just going and saying from a strategic perspective, the way I look at it, looking for a long side play. Not really looking to take a long options play here, given where the market's at. I'm concerned about the potential for there not being enough follow through since the S&P and the Dow are not in alignment. So I'd be looking for short-term long side options trades. So selling the option from my perspective is one of those things to take a look at. So that being said, but everybody's got their own strategies, and I don't want to go and prejudge anybody else's. So the key is here, though, that we're getting a lot of entries and re-entry opportunities, whether it's breaking above reverse IRBs, breaking out of classic IRBs. Stochastic spikes in those trends throttling, which means after pullbacks we're expecting at least one more higher high. So we're seeing a lot of those great things, and those are popping through. And like cyber in the last video I had mentioned to you, and saw the continuation through. So breaking it down one final time, we go ahead and we look in from a top-down approach. The Dow and the SPY are in kind of precarious positions. A lot of people are getting very excited because we have these big moves off the lows here, but the Dow is still down below the channel here, and we haven't broken back up to higher highs here at all. So there's still some significant risk there. That being said, I'm still only looking for long side trades because of the fact that we have the rising channel on the SPY that has not had the 2-bar break. Once again, only had a 1-bar break down below, and then magically it keeps on recovering month after month after month. It's been doing that. So that's so then that means I'm breaking it down into key tools like WSI Scanner, Wealth Finder, different the Algo Hunter, different types of tools that will quickly identify some of the most exciting opportunities there, and then looking for those. So that's kind of what the strategy is, how we're continuing on, how what we told you in advance has continued then to go ahead and play out. And thanks for being the world's greatest students. We'll go ahead and get you some other intraday as well as swing trading videos in the near future here. Have a great night. We'll see you soon. Take care, everyone. Bye-bye.